Alright, hi people, it's Shakespeare, and I'm here to do another unboxing today of Kingsglaive Final Fantasy 15. This is basically a prequel slash midquel film. It takes place roughly within the first few hours of the Final Fantasy 15 game. And basically, unfortunately, the Final Fantasy 15, they really wanted it to be bigger than it should have been, which as well as there was a 3-year window of development time that actually went into making the game. So yeah, they basically split up parts of the story that should have been in the game but weren't, I think due to development reasons, into a movie, another game. It was like a side scroller, I think. Well, DLC for the game, but then also the Brotherhood, I think it is, anime. That is on Toei's, or not Toei's, Square Enix's YouTube channel, or the Final Fantasy YouTube channel. So, yeah, because, what's with, fitting every bit of the story that you need to understand what the hell is going on in the main story of the game into the game from day one before planning out DLC, and that was kind of also a thing with Kingdom Hearts 3 as well. So, yeah, now Final Fantasy VII Remake is split into, at least 3 pieces, I'm assuming, so... Yeah, so I wanted to get this movie for a few years, but I didn't just want to get the Blu-ray or buy it digitally, because I don't think it's necessarily just worth getting one or the other. So, yeah, but when this movie came out on 4K, I thought, hey, why not get it? It just makes sense to me. So, yeah. So here we go with the front, and there's this annoying sticker, because Sony are the ones distributing Square Enix's Final Fantasy films at the very least. It says, watch 4K Ultra HD movies on PlayStation 5. The Xbox Series X is also capable of playing 4K Blu-ray discs and Ultra HD content, as is the Series S, but digitally. So, yeah, as is the Xbox One X. So, yeah. But, yeah, so we got a 4K Ultra HD thing right there. 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital. Aaron Paul, Lena Headey, and Sean Bean. Kingsglaive Final Fantasy 15 with the summons right there. Or summons in the background around the city. Yeah, this guy, I'm not sure who that is. I have never seen this movie before, so I have no idea what's going on right here. There's some flashbacks for some things that were just scenes from this movie sprinkled or added into Final Fantasy 15 at the beginning to give you a sense of where that is, and it's literally just ripping some of the things from this movie, so you get kind of a sense of what's going on elsewhere. So yeah, and you can tell because it's a different animation style in the game. It's pre-rendered, it's higher quality, and I don't know. Yeah, so you got Sony logo right there. Kingsglaive Final Fantasy 15 Ultra HD Blu-ray, and they also re-released Final Fantasy 7, what is it? That movie, the Final Fantasy 7 movie, basically, on Ultra HD as well recently, so you can go and watch that. So if you want in Ultra HD. So here's the same stuff on the other side, and the back. There's a description of the movie right there. Screenshot from this movie, some of the characters and everything from the movie, and they have a shot for the car, for the regalia. It's of course you do. The regalia is as much of a character. They wanted the regalia is as much of a character in Final Fantasy 15 as the regular characters, or so the game wants you to think, even though it doesn't necessarily have any kind of personality of its own. So it doesn't really stick out other than the vehicle that you drive around places. So yeah. Special features on Blu-ray: away with words, epic and intimate vocals, fit for the Kingsglaive, building the world. To capture the Kingsglaive, the process, emotive music, scoring the Kingsglaive. So yeah. Feature 20 on 60p, Ultra HD slash 2.39 by 1. Audio, English, French, from dubbed in Paris, I guess, because it says PAR right there. 5.1 DTSAC Master Audio, Spanish 5.1 W Digital. Subtitles in English, English SCH, French, Spanish, approximately 115 minutes, and color. You can assume that most of those are exactly the same, except for the on the Blu-ray disc, except the Blu-ray disc is just 1080p. So yeah, we got PG-13, region-free, we got Square Enix, Sony, and all that. So yeah, so there we go with the 4K Blu-ray case. And on the inside here, we got the digital HD code, which I've already used, so it's just 2 people. And so you got the regular Blu-ray disc and the 4K Blu-ray disc right there. I think just the 4K disc is region-free, but I could be wrong, and the regular Blu-ray disc is. If not, it's at least region A. So, yeah. So, not much else to say. Links in the description, all my shit, subscribe to ones, and I'll see you guys in the next one.